Welcome to another episode of Dox'n Reality, and I'm your host, Mr. Paradox. Now, without further ado, let's go and get right into the show. Yeah, let's go on with it. Hold up, concerning that last video. Perfect thumbnail right here. Need this. But, folks, what can I say? The title of that video is Looters Clear Out the Whole, and I mean the whole inventory in a black-owned business. Saying, I hope I don't get caught. And you wonder why the hood, the ghetto, is in a state of disrepair it is in now. Because you got motherfuckers like this leading the way. You let degenerates run the fucking show, and what are you going to end up with? Degeneracy, chaos, anarchy, hell on earth. You want hell on earth, just go to your local ghetto. There are more women there than men. Women in control of the whole ghetto, and look how proud they are to call that shithole, that fishbowl, home. Then, they're raising up, the murderers, the killers, the thugs, and whatnot. And the thugs, just over there, just be so proud to rep that toilet bowl called the ghetto. Now, you can be mad at me all you want, but I don't give a shit. Reason why I say I don't give a shit, because y'all motherfuckers are hypocrites. Why? Because the second you get some goddamn money, what the fuck? What's the first fucking thing you do? I'm gonna buy my mama a house, and that house is never in the goddamn hood where you say you love so much. So I don't want to hear that shit about you can't talk shit about the ghetto. Because the minute y'all get a fucking opportunity, y'all move up to Beverly Hills. What the fuck is that? The Palisades. Y'all move up to these nice ass hotel and upscale parts of the area. Y'all get far the fuck away from that. To Riverside. Whew. Sorry. Just calm down there. Just saying. Black-owned businesses looted by a whole bunch of goddamn black looters. What the fuck kind of message is that sending? That is a mixed fuck. That is a negative fucking signal that you can't help niggas. But single black women, and I already told you, if it applies to you, it applies to you. If it doesn't, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about your feelings right now. Single black mothers raise trash like this. There are exceptions to the rule. But for them, a large majority of single black mothers raise trash like this. They just go up in there and just take shit. Well, what's the reason for this excuse? I'm not even sure if this is Black Lives Matter. This is just some motherfuckers in the hood that just wanted to get some high-end shit because the motherfuckers wouldn't give them a, hey, man, we saying color, can you give us a discount, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Go to the next video, man. This shit kind of...
I'm addicted to swiping. As soon as I wake up, I load on my site, get a piece. You might think I pay for the clothes on my body. I really be swiping designer for free. At the end of the day, when I count on my money, I touch 5 bands and times it by 3. You thinking you you making good money, I'm trapping the money I'm making, you will not believe. Get a social, you can't use your own. They go to Verizon and cash it on phones. Tell them ASAP, don't be bringing them.
Okay, the rap money made me feel like I hit the casino. Got the big nose on me, this bitch ooting through a
Niggas cannot be goddamn criminals. If y'all watch my previous few videos, you know my thoughts on nigga criminals. Just can't stay the fuck off of the goddamn internet. And typically, with every other racial group that has a criminal organization or some sort of organized crime, anybody that gets too loud, they always end up missing. Or they make a public statement is made when they get two in the back of the head, the car blows up, they end up in a hole somewhere in the middle of the desert or in cornfields and shit like that. You just don't, or they end up like Jimmy Hoffa. But niggas, no. Everybody just gotta be loud mouth flexing all this shit. You couldn't just do this shit in private. You couldn't just do this shit in private. Now, white folks, when they do criminal schemes and all that shit, they manage to parlay that shit into something, legal. Like the whole bootleg scheme. Yeah, that was ran by a lot of white folks. Yes, it was. But they managed to turn that shit into political power, and that's why they own fucking Chicago, New York, LA, and just about every other place where it's like it's a whole bunch of high society shit. Jews own Hollywood. They do. And let's not pretend they don't. They do. They even come out outright and said it themselves. I don't give a fuck about their psychosis. That's what the fuck it is. If the truth hurts them like water hurts witches, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep spraying the goddamn water. But I'm saying when I get on the road, I just be rolling. But niggas just can't be fucking criminals on a low. Or they just can't parlay the shit into something that fucking matters and is legit long term. When they run down on this motherfucker, no tears will be shed, no fucks will be given. But of course, you have those pro-black publications that will probably write it in a sympathetic way when it shouldn't be.
Kilo. Nigga, all I do is ball like I always had chemo. My life a movie every day be like catching B.
Yeah, I will.
Well, that's okay. I haven't given you permission, though, but I know it's on public land, so you can do it anyway. I don't discuss. Call me back one more time. Look at this. Just do it. Call me back one more time. Just do it, then. Do it. Look at the state of this. What? What? You? No. Come on, man. It's all right. I'm not waiting. Did you look? Did you show you that fucking national there? What? He's where? Oh, fucking. Did I say? I'm bored. I'm bored as well. You never hit me though, did you? Yeah. Hey, wait, mate. Call me back. Hit me. Call me back. You're a shit house. Call me back. No, you should have hit me, mate. I'm not fucking daft. Listen, you're working. I'm not daft either, mate. Obviously you are. The number. Obviously you are. You're working on Saturday. Obviously you're fucking stupid. I've got a fucking job. What? I've got a fucking job. I've got kids to fucking pay for. I don't want to drive a fucking board. I sell lumber to your kids. What? I sell lumber to your kids.
What did he say?
Is that drugs, is it?
Yeah. I'm not.
What you can do? She's four.
Listen,
where is she walking?
I feel for your kids. What you can do? What did he say?
I'm fed up with your kids.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Fuck you. I fucking warned you. You fucking prick. Fiddle with your fucking kids.
No,
Go there again, mate, and I'm gonna put you in a fucking hospital. I fucking warned you. You fucking stupid cunt.
I have no idea what the fuck was being said, but apparently a pedophile gets knocked the fuck out for threatening to touch man's kids. In America, yeah, that's a point where you gotta like have to. These motherfuckers should be microchipped if anything. Keep it track on these motherfuckers. Now, if anything, I believe all pedophiles, convicted pedophiles, and if it can be proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, all pedophiles, rapists, and sex offenders should be microchipped. Without question, no exceptions. Or if not outright killed, that's the one you get at least microchip them. Say, well, you know where they are at all times. If they come within, I don't know, fucking 100 yards of a child, you just have the snipers on deck, with the laser, with the infrared, aimed right at the dome, prepared to take this motherfucking head clean off. That's my take on that. But yeah, threatening to touch a man's child, yeah, that's some shit to get you killed, bro. You better be lucky that nigga only beat your ass. You got off light.
Fucking fiddling big kids.
Well, this is from Thanksgiving, so it's kind of old, but it's not that old. A more effective way to shut down the business would have been to simply just stop shopping there. But niggas just can't. It's too fucking impulsive. But this is typical of a society raised by women. Women typically don't make sense in a lot of things. There are outliers, but for the most part, women typically don't make logical decisions. They don't. And it's not up for debate. Because women pass their illogical decision making to men who have the wherewithal to make shit like this happen. And when the cops are killing folks, typically who are the ones that the cops kill for the most part? Because almost everybody that gets praised in the media, they're typically criminals. I'm just saying, like, criminals don't deserve to live. I'm just saying, if you live your whole life talking about you a criminal, you a thug and whatnot, and you've had so many run-ins with the law, then how many chances do you get off scot-free before they just say fuck it? You use up your 10 lives, or no, your 9 lives. How many times? How many chances do you get? Land back. All you have to do is just stop shopping there. Yeah, I get it. It's fuck Thanksgiving, but there's ways to do shit and there's ways to not do shit. Just stop shopping there. That sends more of a powerful message than this, because now they're gonna get insurance money from it. Give away your wealth and land. I'm just saying, what's it saying that supposedly all the folks doing this shit say we was kings, queens, and all that other shit, even though there can only be one king and one queen. How the fuck is everybody? Somebody got to clean the toilets anyway. Beyond the point, the people who say this shit, put themselves in exalted positions and whatnot. Whereas situations were reversed, they would be doing the exact same thing. Now, how could a nation of inferior people conquer a whole group of kings and, exalted folks that, supposedly they were smarter than, right? How could cave people, quote unquote, conquer, the most intelligent folks on the earth and keep it that way? How? Should be strategically or like logistically impossible for that shit to happen unless the folks had a huge degree of hubris, or whoever created said folks decided to strip them of their intelligence in order to humble them. But they refuse to be humbled, and such, they're still doing this shit. And the conditions that they're living in are a reflection of how they are on the inside. But I do agree with the fuck Thanksgiving shit. Yes. Yeah, that's the only part I'm agreeing with, though. And this is why I say niggas like this, I really think deserve to be killed, man. I don't care about, I don't want to hear no excuses given that they were just trying to get fresh. They did what they had to do to feel. I don't care. They may have been fake guns. I do not give a fuck. Niggas like this deserve to be killed. Y'all can use that don't judge them and all. Y'all can use that shit all you want. Like, fuck them. Oh, that was a pretty tough episode for me to do. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But yeah, make sure you tune in for more Dox'n Reality and Mr. Paradox over and out.